Good evening, everyone. This is Tracy Evans Langley, and I am here with my friends coming from Raleigh, North Carolina for our newest edition of mystery stamping. So everybody's up. So hey, say hi, everybody. We have a small but mighty group tonight. Lots of people. It's not our usual night, and lots of people had lots of things going on. So we're very happy that these ladies, can join us, and we're going to make something super fun. Um, this project I actually did for our team meeting. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. Hang on, we got weird things going on. For our team meeting for my upline a week ago Monday. And as soon as we started doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, we have to do this for our mystery stamping because I know you guys are going to love it. It's a little tedious, but it is a great project. So with that being said, let's go ahead and, whoops, not me. All right, there I am. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're going to just switch to my hands and we're going to get started because there's lots of moving parts tonight. So I'm starting out with, I'm going to be using the Peace on Earth stamp set and was it Peaceful Garden bundle. So I'm using the paper and the ribbon and all the good things. I did get the branching out dies because this was actually suggested for the video. The card we're making tonight was originally done by Tammy White. And then Laura Miller, who's one of my sidelines, presented it for us. So it's a great project. It works great with these. If you don't have these, just anything that's kind of a label looking die will work for this project. You just want something that you can kind of make a tag with. So I'm going to set that stuff out of the way. All right. So our first piece is a 5.5 by 11. And I'll tell you guys all the scories when we start scoring. I did go ahead and cut 3 layers for my tags. So, and you need 2 of each of those. All right. And I did paper clip everything because it was like there were just too many little pieces and they're going to go flying everywhere. Okay, then you need 3 pieces of a contrasting color. So not the same color as your card base, that are 4 by 5.25. And I did cut one of my tags out of the middle of one of the pieces. The other 2 I did not, and I'll show you why in a second. And then you need 3 pieces of DSP that are 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, and yes, and Kathy asked me, our final card will be portrait. Okay. And let's see. Okay, and then our final set is we have cardstock that is 1 1/8 by 5.25. And then there's 2 of those, and then the layering pieces of DSP that are 7/8 by 5, and I left off the quarter, but they're no, hang on, that's wrong. They're 5. They're 5 inches because you want to have the border. So I did write the right thing. I just said the wrong thing. Okay, so everybody good? Everybody got your pieces? And then I have some miscellaneous die cuts and things that I had left from another project, as always. And then I did pull out this really, really, really pretty ribbon that we're going to use. And I am using the Secret Sky for ink. And then we'll finish it off with the hues of blue flowers. So I'm probably going to use some of those too. All right, are we good? Okay. So the first thing we're going to do after I get stuff reorganized is I'm going to move these papers so I don't lose anything. Rearrange just for a second. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to score our card base. Okay. And this is easy. This is the easy part. Okay, so you're going to score your card base, and I'm going to put my template. I did make a template. I have not made the full card, but you wanted me to make a template so I can explain this better. Okay, so our score lines for this one are going to be at 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and 6 3/4. So I can get my stylus out. There it is. So 4 1/4, 5 1/2. So where you would normally have your pins in, and then at 6 3/4. And guess what? We're done scoring tonight. So you can put your scoreboard away. Okay. Okay. So, okay, hang on. I got to take off my scarf. It's just in the way. It's keeping me warm, but it's in the way. Okay. So this is our card base. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to, it's going to be an accordion fold. So you're going to fold. Oh, hang on. I got to look at it again. Okay. So you're going to fold in the middle. So I want to fold it this way. Okay, so we're going to fold that like that. We're going to grab a bone folder. This is one of those instances where this card, you do kind of want to go ahead and do your burnishing a little bit. Okay, so then we're going to take it, and right now it doesn't matter what's the front. Okay, did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. Hang on. No, we're going to push that. I lied to you. Okay, so we're going to push it in. So instead of folding it out, we're folding it up. We're doing a mountain fold. And then we're going to take the other two score lines and just go ahead and fold it in. Okay. So your piece should look like that. Okay. Everybody good? I got my pros tonight, so they're all good. Okay. So now what you want to do, and I'm going to read my notes, is we're going to cut our diagonal. We're going to cut a diagonal. Okay. So to do that, we are going to decide, at this point, we do decide what's our front. So we're going to start at the upper left. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start. So basically, we're just going to kind of pick, this is going to be our front. So we're going to cut from the upper left to the lower right. And just a regular diagonal, not really anything fancy. We've done a lot of diagonal cutting lately. I don't know why. I think all the best fancy folds have diagonal cutting. Okay. So I'm going to cut that. Okay. And you do want to save this triangle because we're going to use it in a little bit, the right way, to make a pocket on the inside. Okay. So save that piece, set it aside. Okay. So then, okay, so that's basically, so that's our card base. Pretty easy, right? Maybe. All right, I'm gonna burnish a little more. All right, so we're done. So we're gonna set that aside for just a minute. Okay. And then we're going to get rid of that. We're gonna go ahead and take our layer, we're gonna cut our layering pieces. Okay. So let's do the back first. All right, so we're going to take our 3 pieces that are 4, 5, 5 1/4. One of them is going to just be a layering piece. We're going to leave it just like this. And you need to match that up with your piece. This is going to be your inside piece. So match those up. Those are going to go together. We're not going to do anything to them except attach them together. So you want to set that with your card base. Get that out of the way because you don't want to accidentally cut it. All right, so then we have two pieces, the other two pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to cut these on the diagonal again. And I'm going to show you guys, I scored this. It made sense to me to do it that way so I could look at it and know which way I was cutting. So you're going to cut one from the top left to the bottom right, and then you're going to cut one from the top right to the bottom left. Okay. And I think we do end up with an extra triangle somewhere. We're just going to cut those. Oh, I need to change my blade. Get out my nail file. So have you guys seen this trick that if you get fuzzies on your cardstock from your blade, you can just take an emery board and just get rid of that. It kind of gets rid of your fuzzies. That's a little better. All right, and so I'm going to take the other blue, or not, mine's blue, whatever color you have, and you're going to cut that one the opposite way. I think some cardstock just, when you're cutting it with the paper trimmer, just some of it gets fuzzy easier than others because I just changed this blade. Okay, so those are our triangles that are our layering pieces, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing with our designer series paper. And I'm gonna flip this over so you can see it. So same thing. We're gonna cut one from the upper right to the bottom left, and one from, I didn't do a very good job scoring this, and one from the, so one from, let me do that again. I have them playing this way. Okay, so one from the upper left, or upper right to the bottom left, and then one from the upper left to the bottom right. Okay, so those are all of that's our layering. And guess what? We're done with our paper trimmer. We can put that away. All right, everybody good? Ready to bail on me yet? Okay, just check. And I need to check once in a while. Okay, I'm going to save my sticky notes because if I do this project again, I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did. I think it makes it a lot easier to remember what you're working on and what you're doing. Okay, so now we're going to take our card base and let's see. Okay, that's our inside piece. So let's go ahead, just so it's done, and let's do this layer for our inside. And we're going to go ahead and put that on the inside so that we just know, I think it just kind of helps orient the project. Or it seemed like it did to me. And like I said, I haven't actually done this one yet, so I'm hoping that it will all turn out great. I think you guys are gonna like this. And I am gluing everything flat because there's so many layers to this. I am doing everything flat right now. So whatever you like adhesive wise. Amanda, what are you using tonight? Or what suite?
I'm using the let's see, Light and Wonder is the stamp set. Lights of Aurora for the
Nice.
paper.
Try that. That seems like a U paper though.
It is. I mean, it was in the fall catalog,
Yeah.
I think.
So is this one. All right. How about you, Kathy? What are you using?
I am using the Boardwalk Fun bundle.
Oh, cool.
Have a
Okay.
little sneak peek.
Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. That's going to be a fun one. All right. So, what you want to do now is you want to basically go in and find your triangles, and we're going to just layer those with our DSP. And just turn them until you find the right ones. Oh gosh. Okay. See, this is why you cut opposites. When I cut these, I should have laid them out. Okay. So basically, you want that piece that we cut off the front. That's going to be your pocket for the inside. It's going to go like that. And then those are going to be your layering pieces for that piece. Okay. These pieces, what did I do with them? Oh, so your little pieces, we're going to layer the 1 1/8 by 5 1/4 cardstock and the DSP that's 7/8 by 5. We're going to layer those, and those are going to go here. And then what you need to do is just take and decide you need one of your triangles. Boy, I really did mess that up. Okay. Oh well, we're going to pretend that it's vintage and just find the right triangle. And you're going to have two extra pieces of, I think you end up with, no, or one extra. You end up with one extra DSP. So you want one for the front. So that's our front. And then you're going to have the last one is going to go on this inside piece. So you just have to, oh, there we go. Yeah. So you end up with one extra. That one's too big. Oh, maybe I didn't cut that right. Okay. Well, we're going to go with it. Okay. So then we end up with one for the inside. Okay. So you guys can go ahead and assemble your all of those layers you want to. And Elaine, you're just hanging with us still?
Yes, that's a really neat card, though.
You will love this. This is totally up your alley.
Yeah, I like it.
Actually, it would be really cool in a scrapbook too.
Yes.
It'd make a really nice pocket. So I'm just going to assemble all of those. And I'm slow tonight, you guys. It's been a long day. And I love this paper. I'm not like blue is, I don't know. I mean, pinks and reds are my favorite colors, or bright like orange and yellows and stuff, but I really like this paper. I think it's just so pretty. So go ahead and do my pieces from the pocket. All right, so now okay, I've got all my triangles assembled and I know where those are going. So I'm going to do pieces for here. This is definitely one of those projects where the cutting the cardstock and the DSP is the time consuming part. And I think it's one of those cards that once you make one, I think the second time, like the assembly will go super quick. It's just kind of knowing where all of the layers go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the strips in first. And then once we do that, and I'm going to do this triangle, and then we'll do the pocket next. I think I just stuck my sweater sleeve in the glue. Oh well. Like everything's sliding tonight. The cut may have been a little bit big for that one, but it's okay. Okay. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to attach my piece for the front. Everybody good? I assume you guys will yell at me when if you're not. Well, I cut my layering piece when I think when I did my diagonal, I was a little off. So they're a little bit more, um, a little bigger, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm just going to grab my bone folder again and do a little more burnishing. And then we're going to attach the pocket. I'm going to use tear and tape for this because that's what I tend to use for pockets. But remember for this one, so it's going to go in like that. So you just want to put tape on the two straight edges, not the diagonal cut, because this is going to be a pocket. So just put your tape here and here, whatever adhesive that you're using. Make an L. I'm gonna put just once I pull that tape up, I'm gonna put a little bit more at the top. So there, I've got my pocket. Everybody good? You guys at the same place? Or are you ahead of me?
I just finished putting everything down.
Okay. All right. So basically that's our card. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a tag for the inside and a tag for the outside with those label pieces that we have. And what I'm going to do, I think, because I had some extra pieces, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stamp first. So I'm going to, on the outside, I'm going to stamp. This is going to be my outside tag, and that's going to be my inside tag. So I can actually go ahead and assemble. No, I'm going to stamp first and then assemble. Sorry, I'm indecisive tonight. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the piece on earth. Move that so I don't end up with ink all over it. And this is the gosh, piece on earth, piece on earth. So that works. And I'm going to do it a little bit lower, but I can't see that. So I'm going to grab a silicone mat so that I can see the white cardstock, see where I'm stamping, because I can't see the white on the white. And it does make your stamping a little bit more even, I think, too. Come up just a little bit. Oh, look at that. It's even straight. Winning.
Hey, is that paper that you're using, Tracy, still available?
It is, ma'am. It may be, I'll have to look and see inventory report, but I believe it is definitely still available. It may just be out of stock at the moment.
That what paper would do for a sympathy card.
Yeah, and that's really nice. One of the things in the stamp set, hang on, let me get that out of the way, is it has a lovely heartfelt prayers and with deepest sympathy. Yeah, you need this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we need to order you.
Okay.
I've actually done a couple of sympathy cards with it, and it looks really nice. Hang on, let me see if I. Oh no, that. Okay. Well, I've given away my sympathy card that I made, but it does make a really pretty sympathy card. And the tags, the dies that go with it, these fit on the tags, so they're really nice with it all kind of goes together, and it's a really nice set. Okay, so I've got my tag. I'm going to grab that ribbon. We're going to see if I can tie a bow on while people are watching me. And I'm going to and this is the ribbon that goes with the suite, which is Misty Moonlight. And it is called Silver Edged Ribbon. And it's really pretty and it's very silky and it ties really nicely. All right. Just gonna tighten that up. Oh wow, even my tail looks okay there. Put these fairly close to the same length. Mhm. Mhm. Wait, did I do it too long? A little bit long. Listen. All right, and then I'm going to just put that down with some tear and tape. Kind of, what do you think? Up or down a little? A little? Is it better this way or this way? Just put it in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and layer those pieces together. I've got a sticky spot right. All right, so I'm going to basically take my other two pieces that are the layering pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and layer this one together. I'm going to leave that one alone for a second. I may put some embellishments on it. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so this one's going to be my inside piece. And since there really aren't stamps that like to stamp on the inside, and I didn't grab anything else, and I kind of wanted to keep it pretty simple, I'm going to go ahead and just glue this together. And then I had some leftover. I had cut a dove out of the silver glimmer paper that goes with this suite. And I think I'm going to use it. I didn't use it before. It didn't look quite like what I wanted for another project. So this is kind of a serendipity project. It was just kind of stuff I had out. So that there. All right. And then I'm going to double check and kind of see where my tag is going to go on the inside. So it's going to be kind of there. Okay. So a little dove. And I think he's going to have to go. So I think I'm going to just put him on there. And he'll be a little full. And I am gluing him too, because I want the inside to be flat. Glue him. And let's see. Oh, I may go back and do this later. I had some pieces cut that were left over from when we did Creativity Now with this, which was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator event. And we used a blending brush on them and I failed to grab it. So I will probably, when I do my final project, I will probably add this in somewhere. And let's see. Maybe. Maybe we'll put him over here. Yeah, I think we will. All right. I might as well use up some of the stuff I have. All right, and then I think I am going to add a couple of embellishments on my little tag. Maybe. If I can get them out of the package. There we go. Okay. I think I'm going to use, let's see. I'm not using the white ones. Oops. I'm going to use the dark one, the Secret Sea ones. And just add those down here on the bottom. Okay, so that's going to be my inside. And this would be like a nice gift card holder. So, you know, whatever you wanted to put on the inside. So now what you want to do is your inside tag, you want to figure out where that's going to go, where it's going to sit on the inside. My dove may peek out, but that's okay. Okay. Then to do your tag for the front, you're going to close your whole card. And remember to only put adhesive on the left-hand side. And then you're going to use the one that you've put on the inside. That way you can line it up so that the one you don't see the one on the inside until you open it. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So, and again, I'm gonna just do some tear and tape on this edge on the uh, on the angled edge because I can kind of use the tag behind to see where I should put it. And then I can add just a little bit to this bottom left corner. So I don't have too much adhesive in places I don't want it. And add just a little there. Okay. The tool keeps ending up in weird places tonight. Okay. And voila. So I think I am going to add a couple more little, biggest thing, little couple more of the little flowers on the front. What do you think, Elaine? Embellish or not to embellish? All right. Anybody else ready?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, while you guys are finishing, actually, I think I will add. I don't know. Not that it needs it. No, I think I'm gonna leave it alone. How about you, Amanda? Where are you in the process?
I'm cutting out my tags because I didn't have that pre-cut. So
Oh, okay.
took me a while to figure out what I was doing.
Well, you do end up with one extra triangle. So, but you could, if you wanted to, you could add to the back and make another pocket, which might be kind of fun. Or just decorate the back. I think I'm going to do that. Because otherwise it'll go in my scraps and I won't ever do anything with it.
That's not just me. A bunch of scraps.
No. Oh my gosh.
Anything.
And it's like, but I might say, so when we made the for one of our virtual events, we did the faux fan or the easy fan card or whatever anyway, faux fan, whatever it is. And so you end up with all these extra triangles that, because you have to cut double. So unless you've prepped for 2 cards, you just have all these leftover pieces. And it's like, oh yeah, I should have prepped for 2 cards. And I didn't. So yeah, so I'm going to just flip it over and I'm going to put this last piece on the back. And I'm just going to glue it down, I think. But you could make it a pocket and have another place for another little note if you wanted to have another little note.
Yeah.
Or a gift card or something. So actually that's what I'll do. I'm just going to do the same thing I did before and just make it a little pocket. Just put the glue on the straight sides, not the angled sides. And by glue, I mean tear and tape. Okay. And so now I have the back of my card. So I have everything decorated except these 2 panels, but nobody's ever going to see those anyway. And I'm going to varnish a little more. This is one of those cards you probably are going to need extra postage. I would weigh it because it feels like it's more than an ounce. So, there we go. Yeah. And they stand up. They look really pretty while they're standing up. All right. You guys ready to share?
I'm almost there.
Okay.
I'm
No
still
pressure.
cutting tags.
All right, we may have to let Amanda off the hook tonight and let her post her picture later.
Yeah, I keep dropping everything.
I have had that happen in the past too. All right, well, let's see.
Amanda,
What?
yesterday I dropped something and then ran over it with my chair. I was very upset. I was like, no!
Oh my gosh, I've done that too.
No, I keep dropping it under my desk and I'm having to use the light to find it, like the dies, and discovering how much dust is under there. I'm sorry.
It's like,
All right.
uh-oh, what's going on?
I'm not completely embellished yet, but I will
Okay.
share.
All right. So hang on. We're gonna. Oh, oh, there it goes. All right. Let's
All
see it.
right.
Oh, I
Ooh.
love
I
that.
can never figure out which way is straight, and there we go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that looks great. And you know what's funny is I didn't love that paper, but you always do
Yeah,
this to me.
sorry. I love the paper. I struggled to use it just because it's so pretty.
Yeah.
But I loved so with the stamps, the palm trees,
Hmm.
the Hello Sunshine is actually from the Exploring Nature
Oh
set.
yeah.
Then I took with the palm tree stamp, I did Pretty in Pink, and then I used um, a blender pen with Petunia Pop and got
Oh,
some
fun.
color in there. So it sort of picks up that ombre of the palm
I
trees.
love
And
that. That's super fun.
that's what I did. But I need to get the inside a little embellished. And my tag, oh, forgot, is a
Okay.
little small in there, but it's okay.
That'll be okay. I think it's great. I
So
love
it needs
it.
embellishment. I've got some little palm trees that I might put on the inside,
Oh, nice.
and then some sparkles that I'll add to it.
And you could maybe build your tag a little if you put another like a larger embellishment behind the tag.
Oh, yes.
And you can use this card for a gift card
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we'll take you off the hot seat, Kathy.
Thank you.
No pressure.
So much pressure.
So much pressure. All right. Well, I think we're going to keep working and hang out for a little while longer, but I think we'll let everybody who's out in the world, unless Amanda, you feel like you're close. We don't want to rush you.
I have pieces.
Okay. Can we see the rest of your card?
Yeah, you can see this.
Okay, hang on. Let me spotlight you. All right. Ooh.
Nice.
Oh wow. That's very dramatic.
Yes. That
Wow.
DSP is beautiful.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. And then what are your shapes for your tags?
Oh, there's just the squares.
Oh, perfect. That'll look
Yeah.
great. Awesome. All right. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Why am I struggling today? Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing.
I think we can do it sitting down.
All right. So I think that we are going to say goodnight to everybody out in the world, and we're going to have a little chat and finish up our cards. And Kathy and I'll probably drink a little more wine. And we will see everybody. We're going to be back on our regular schedule in January for the fourth Wednesday of the month. So we will see everybody then for a new fancy, fun project that I have no idea what it's going to be yet, but it'll be fancy and it'll be fun. So good night.